About 8 months ago, I led my best friend to play Pokemon for the first time. The most experience he has with the franchise is seeing Detective Pikachu, whereas I, like a lot of people, grew up with it. Played most of the games inside the anime. Heck, I even read the manga. I pitched the idea to him because in a time where most Pokemon fans are either very jaded with the series, hoping that it can return to what made it special, or frustrated, desperately wanting to try something new, I wanted to see what someone without any of those biases felt if they played the games and looked at them for what they were. Try and get an outsider's perspective. I'm trying to prop up Seabass as the savior of the Pokemon community. However, when you have someone that knows way too much about something, and someone that knows next to nothing about it, you end up with complete chaos. So here's what's happened so far. After waking up to a Stand By Me reference on TV, an absent father and a neglectful mother, Seb is quick to point out the dangers and moral implications of children cockfighting with monsters. I mean, we all know Pokemon battles are kinda weird. Not as weird as Peter thinks it is, but still pretty weird. I mean, they're our friends and our pets, and for some people something else entirely different. They love us. So we used him in battle for monetary gain. Anyways, Seabass went on to pick his starter, and after trying and failing to convince him to pick my favorite, Bulbasaur, who he called a kale eater. He's a bulb and he's a dinosaur. He's perfect and I love him.
Nah, he looks like a kale eater. I'm not with it.
You don't like kale?
Salad muncher, get out of here.
And dodging the cool Squirtle, because in his words,
what is he squirting? Why is he called Squirt anything?
He went with the Fire-type Charmander. Everyone loves Charmander after all. You really can't go wrong with the original starter trio. He named the Charmander, Phuck? Pokey? Pokey? I never got it right. So after easily beating our rival Kaiba, we eventually left Pallet Town to be Professor Oak's delivery boy, and returned to a Pokédex from him to us, so we can actually start playing the game. The first Pokemon Seb caught was Rattata, which he caught just a normie. He named it Ratatata, so he definitely succeeded in that. Oh, Rattata used Growl, Rattata used Quick Attack. Ugh.
Disgusting!
I tried to sell him on Mankey, but...
Bro, another trash Pokemon.
It's not trash, Mankey's pretty clean. That didn't work out. He definitely regretted it later since Brock gave him the work. One hit, if you survive this, you win.
Oh,
there you go! There you go!
Oh, my speed fell off.
You'll move before it. What?
Oh,
No!
Oh, I thought I was gonna move before it, man. What happened there?
You actually lost, no way! After obliterating Kaiba for a second time, I found watching him defeating Pokemon to be very concerning. He was having way too much fun knocking him out. The game clearly says they faint, but for some reason he's convinced he's killing them.
Ready to die. Gun him down. You're dead.
Once he started battling other trainers, he brought up the idea that Poke battles are essentially legalized shakedowns.
Not only that though, like you have to pay people when you beat them, like when they beat you. Like,
Here you are.
this is not a free sport, man. Bro, I would never go hungry.
That's true. Actually, like, you could like be broke on the street with your Pokemon. Now, when you think about it, I can't disagree with him there. You could pull up in an alley from a champ, battle someone, take all their money, and it wouldn't be a crime. After all, it's just a battle. When it comes to team building, it's been really cool seeing how Seb plays. He goes along catching what he finds interesting, not necessarily fully committing to a Pokemon until he tries them out and sees how they play in battle. When I played, I would almost always plan out my team like a crazy person. Maybe the next Pokemon I play, I should try that out, going blindly. Though, I was not surprised when he wanted to catch a Pikachu when he entered Viridian Forest. Knowing it's catch rate in the area, I expected it would take a long time. I remember spending hours as a kid running around trying to catch one, but he gets one within the first few minutes of us going through that wretched forest.
But I'm a man.
Nah, I know you're not gonna get Pikachu. Yeah, it has a 1% catch rate in the forest.
Oh!
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
You actually got it.
Oh
You
my
actually
god. Bro, I
You
wasn't
knock it
even
out by
trying.
accident, though. This is not be it. This might not be it, but... Okay, I gotta be a better teacher. I'll take responsibility for that.
I'm just gonna get it in one try. Watch.
No, you won't.
Oh!
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Oh, okay.
Bro, this game, I told you, skill. It's all skill. It was all calculated.
Can't imagine how frustrated I would be if he found it shiny. Now when we got to Pikachu, we encountered a problem. He wanted to name it Ryan Reynolds, but it was a girl. Now me, I'm inclusive. Ryan could be a woman's name too after all. I told him if he wanted to be fancy, maybe he could spell Orion with an I and two N's if it bothered him that much. He ended up going with Rihanna, which I can't complain about at all. Everyone loves Rihanna. Everyone loves Pikachu. And everyone loves Ryan Reynolds. It just all comes back together. Now by the time we got to Pewter City, we were preparing for the battle with Brock, the first gym leader. He's not only the first gym leader, he's the first gym leader. So when we were shopping, somehow, not my fault, Seb spent all his money on antidotes and Pokeballs. Somehow, once again, not my fault. So he didn't really have potions. We had no safety nets going in. But that shouldn't matter. It's the first boss, right? Once we fought Sandshrew, though, it was interesting watching him learn all the type matchups most fans would just know. But it's kind of hard explaining the reasoning for those matchups. The Fire Water Grass triangle is simple enough, but other stuff just gets weird. Like what exactly is normal type? And the exact difference between rock and ground is what we were struggling with. So after pulling up the Brock, we had the Battle of Ages. The first time we fought Brock, he figured out Pokey's Metal Claw was super effective, easily handling Geodude, Steel Beach Rock, but he wanted to make sure everyone got experience, and after that it just became a game of chicken, and that never works out. Eventually that mess up led to Onyx sweeping his team. The second time around, he tried to wear down the Onyx with Rihanna's Tail Whip. Onyx wiped it down and Rattata showed no chance. So Onyx went on to beat Charmander before it could finish it with Metal Claw.
I hovered over that and I was so worried.
Oh,
you just survived one hit. Any attack rolls.
What? Oh, too bad.
Just one hit. If you survive this, you win.
Oh,
There you go. There you go.
Oh, my speed fell in.
You'll move before it. What? No!
Ooh, so close. So then the last one, Seabass used both Growl and Tail Whip to even out the playing field. That led to a very close battle where Charmander barely survived with 1 HP before securing sweet victory in Seb's first gym pads.
Critical hit.
Critical. Oh my god, bro. This is over. This game is done. Like,
Oh, just one more. Just
please.
this is it. This is it. No! Oh! 1 HP. The champion. The MVP. The hero. The saved the day. Pokey comes through. Let's go.
I thought we'd reach the point where battles start being intense later down the line, but watching Seb lose so severely to the first boss of a children's game means we're in store for madness. Madness that continued on the way to Mount Moon, among the gauntlet of trainers. Pocket evolved into Charmeleon. I actually really like the mid-stage evolutions of all the starter Pokemon. All of them look like they're in that phase of puberty where you look awful, awkward, and like going through 100 emotions at once. But you're growing up, so it's okay to look that way. I tried to sell him on the Nidorands, like Mankey, that didn't work out. He just didn't like how ugly they look. I did, however, end up selling him on the greatest Pokemon of all time, Magikarp, and he actually bought it. If you don't remember or don't know, Magikarp can be sold and bought at the Pokemon Center in front of Mount Moon. Every Pokemon fan already knows what's up with the fish, and the myth it's based off is fairly popular, but I can only imagine evolving it without knowing the twist all the way back in Gen 1. Maybe before marketing completely sensationalized Pokemon, Magikarp's evolution was something of a playground shade secret. I'm personally glad he is emotionally and financially invested in that stock, though it hasn't paid off yet. But after Mount Moon, it is level 19. I'm looking forward to seeing the story behind this particular Pokemon. By the way, we named it Goldie Fish as a fun One Piece reference, since Seb had been watching it at that point. Actually breaking down the name, it's insanely funny how it has more meanings than we intended. Manga readers, you know what I mean. Inside Mount Moon, Rihanna's the Pikachu static ability earned it a permanent seat on the team. In almost every battle or chance it could activate, static procced, It came to the point where it became the expectation for Seabass, carefully thinking 3 moves ahead, with 100% paralysis guaranteed somewhere in that plan. He also refused to flee like a coward, and he didn't want to use repels because he didn't want to miss any rare Pokemon. We ended up running into Clefairy because of that, which caught his eye. What made him decide on giving it a shot was me hyping it up, which I'm not sure I should have done. But giving a fair dating profile on what Pokemon he encounters is a really hard thing to do. I ended up gassing it up when listing its pros and cons, its steep move pool being what put him on it. Playing around with Metronome later might fully sell him on Clefairy though. Maybe it'll end up as an Eldritch Dark God with its untapped potential. After beating up and robbing Team Rocket with our Pokemon, remember, it's not a crime, we exited the cave and entered the town of Bursting Waters, Cerulean City, with the team, Pookie, an angry edgy preteen lizard, Rayanna, the Detective Pikachu, Goldie Fish, who is destined to be Pirate King, and Clefairy, daughter of the Cosmos. We got our first badge, made it all the way to a new city with several continuous journey of playing Pokemon for the first time.
First off, I just want to say, I don't understand what's so confusing about my Charmeleon's name, Pookie. It's simple, bro. Get that shit right. God damn it, bro, the whole video. Alright. Also, before I forget the real reason I'm here, tell y'all, if you like Pokemon, we'll be streaming this on Twitch. It's Offtrackduo. The information is down below in the description. Keep an eye out for all that. And follow us. And subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, subscribe and like. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. I've been Offtrack Seb. Peace.